Hello, welcome to this ALL24 video. My name is Jon Svec. I'm the defensive coordinator at Xavier University. Today I want to talk about linebacker read drills. So I just want to go through a few ways that we like to set up drills to work on those linebacker reads. The specific reactions that you and your program choose to do to these reads is kind of up to you. This is more about just the setup of the drills, the way we work it going forward. So here's one way that we set up a linebacker read drill. This can be done in a walk tempo pre-practice. Obviously here we are in the gymnasium, just setting this up in the off season. This is from a few years ago. Just setting up these basic linebacker reads. This can be done also in an indie period. Again, it's more of a walk tempo. But the reason I like using the linebackers that are not involved in the drill as the show offensive linemen, now they're starting to understand these run schemes and what the offensive linemen are trying to do. We also always like to steal a rep where we can. So here we just happen to have two extra linebackers. So we stack behind each other. We could have two or three who are all, seeing the same thing, working through this rep. And again, you're getting as many reps as possible in a short period of time. And another really important thing for this kind of drill is just understanding the rotation, right? You're going to do one rep, maybe two reps, and now how are you going to rotate with good tempo to get right back into the drill with the next players doing their reps. So again, just a little bit of a triangle read drill. So right now we're representing the center, the guard, and the tackle, and we're just going to show an inside zone look, and our linebackers are just going to work on their initial reaction to that. For us, it's a read shuffle. So when you see these offensive players just step, and we're just stepping to simulate, that play side double and that kick out block. And you can watch the linebackers, how they're going to react just with a downhill read shuffle with their gap. So they're moving with their gap, and that's how they're going to react when they're on the front side of the inside zone, as you can see here. Now, again, in your league, maybe you're a little more aggressive with it. Maybe you want them to hit downhill right away. We like to use the read shuffle. See a lot of RPOs, play action. So that's going to be our initial reaction. But here you can just see a nice, easy setup, and we're working those reads together in the gym, good pad level. You want to emphasize their eyes coming downhill a little bit. But however you choose to react to that front side of the inside zone in that triangle, you can use that in this drill. Here, again, same thing. We've done a rotation, but again, just representing that double team, representing that kick out block, and we're just getting used to seeing that picture and telling our guys how they're going to react to it. So they're ready in more of a game situation. So here we are in practice, and again, we're just going to look at that kind of triangle. So we like to talk about pictures. We find the same pictures show up in a lot of different places on the football field. So for this linebacker, here's the triangle he's reading, exactly like we just practiced it in the gym. But you also notice for this backside linebacker, he's seeing a similar triangle, right? He's still going to see a double team. These guys are going to step to double for that inside zone look. So he's going to react the same way. So we'll focus on this player right here. And when he sees that action of there they are, just like we were just doing in the gym, they're stepping to the double. He's stepping back to help on the double team, and then he's going to come up for the linebacker. But if you focus on the linebacker here and you see his reaction, there's that read shuffle. He's shuffling with his gap. He's moving with the play. And again, from there, however you want to tell your players to react to that, you can work it in this drill. Here the ball's declaring downhill, so we come downhill to meet the play. Through the same setup, you set it up in the gym or in your indie period with that same kind of triangle look. You can work any run play that you're going to see. So here we're just going to see an outside zone. So again, here's our linebacker. He's seeing the same picture, and instead of that, stepping back for the double team, it's going to be an outside zone where everyone's kind of fast flowing in this direction. So again, in your scheme, however you want to react to that, that's what we're working with the drill. So you can have your show guys showing that outside zone look, and maybe it's a little more of a fast shuffle trying to cross the face of that guard. Whatever your scheme dictates, we're going to work it in the same drill. A little bit of a different setup here, but working our gap scheme in a similar fashion. Here we're in sort of a walk period. We're just going to get reps at seeing what's in front of us and reacting to the play. So here we're just going to simulate. We have cones representing the linemen that don't matter as much for our look, and then we have players, representing the kind of blocks we're going to see. So here we're just going to represent, kind of a power G look. And he's coming back, and he's going to go for that backer. So with these three players, we can give ourselves that look. And again, the linebackers that are running the look for us, they're understanding a little bit more of what the offense is trying to do and how the blocking schemes work. So here you're going to see You know, it's important. This first guard, he's going to kick out on, you know, an invisible defensive end who's not there. Then you have this show player coming to work the down block, and this guy representing the H is coming, and he's that second puller coming through. So however, again, your scheme fits this play, now you can work it with this setup. So what you're going to see here is our front side linebacker going inside that second puller, and our backside linebacker coming over top. And again, training your linebacker's eyes, so now they can know when they see that pull that's right in front of him, he wants to get his eyes now to this tackle and understand that this block is coming. He also wants to communicate to the front side linebacker, pull, 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 because he's the first one that's going to see it. Again, we're in the gym here. Our spacing's not great. We'd rather do this on the field with some better spacing to really get that going. But we can train eyes. We can train what we're seeing and start getting a sense of how we're going to fit off these certain reads. Now here we are in more of a game situation. So we're looking at the same read. So we'll watch this backside linebacker, and he's going to be reading that triangle. And what he's going to see is a down and a pull. So again, our initial action is going to be to move with that puller, and then however you want them to fit on the front side, are they getting over top of the down block, shooting the all-star lane, you know, what you're asking them to do is up to you. But we want to make sure that through those reads, we're seeing that pull, and you'll see, watch this player's helmet just follow that pull, and he's getting himself to the point of attack. I like to emphasize, you know, when we work these reads and we're doing them properly, we see a lot of shotgun. Very often, you know, if our eyes are in the right place, we can know what the play is before the quarterback even has the ball. So if our eyes are where they're supposed to be, we're already seeing that down, we're already seeing that pull, and it's already taking us to the point of attack, and we can execute, again, whatever fit we're coached to do. Just again, looking at expanding this drill a little bit, ways we can practice it. So here we are in a helmets only practice, setting up with this half line drill. Now we've included some DBs into the mix because they're relating to this number 2 receiver who's going to bomber in and do various things. And you notice we have 2 shoots set up. So we have this drill that you can see right in front of us. There's the exact same thing going on farther down the field. We have coaches at both drills. We're filming both drills. So now again, we're getting a ton of work in a short period of time with what we have. So here again, we're working the half line drill. So the linebackers are getting their read. Again, we're adding in a defensive back when they add in that bomber. And here we are again getting a bunch of reps, however you want to fit it in a short period of time, now including defensive backs and maybe some defensive linemen. Here it is again, you know, 2 shoots going at the same time. And we're just going to rep through, understanding our rotation, knowing, you know, maybe we'll do 2-3 reps in a row and then get a mass rotation where we have a number of other players coming in to get their reps. And then working with linebacker reads, the final thought is, you know, how do we react to those RPOs or the play action? So depending on how prevalent those things are in your conference, it might dictate how your reads are, because we need to be realistic and understand our linebackers are seeing a certain thing. We need to be specific in telling them how they're supposed to react when they see it. So here, for example, here's our backside linebacker. He's seeing everything to him looks exactly like an inside zone look. There's the step, there's the double team. So how do we want him to react? In this instance, he's going to read shuffle with the play, but when he sees the pull, now he's going to pull the shoot. He's going to get into coverage, and he's there to influence the play or make a hit. One thing, you know, in today's football, that linebacker may have to deal with that offensive lineman, even if it's a pass play. So here's the offensive lineman coming out. We need to kind of shed that block, get into our coverage, and be there if he makes the catch to deliver that tackle. Here one more time, watching our linebacker here. Everything he sees in his triangle read is going to tell him inside zone. And when he shuffles with his gap, he's going to see the pull. And again, he needs to now get into coverage, put that foot in the ground, find the receivers behind him, and get into his coverage responsibility. So there you have it, a simple way of setting up some linebacker read drills. Again, you want to adapt it to go with your system and how you're asking those players to react to those looks. But if you get them out there and they can really get that muscle memory and seeing that triangle, their vision's expanding, again, they can start diagnosing the play before the quarterback even has the ball. And then as a coach, you need to decide how aggressive do you want them to be on the run and how much are they playing the run versus the pass. Thanks for watching this video.